starts action from both of these fighters. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Punch and just got countered. That counter shot lands. Perfect counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Punch, counter punch. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter punch caught him clean. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter shot. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They've got the momentum. Here's the bell to start round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That time counter shot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judges going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
counter punch. Nice exchange here from both men. Jab misses. There's a counter shot. Right hook just missed. Has to be careful. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Here we go in the 6th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They exchange punches. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. He blocks that jab. Trying to land that jab. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Here we go, it's round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Beautiful counter punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Like to see more jabs. Those counter punches have to hurt. They better start respecting each other's punching power. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. talk about Roy Jones.
They're switching up.
And there's the bell for round 8. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, feel a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot, just pickpocket them.
Just missed with that jab. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Done with that counter shot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are...
I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer, I'm the whispers in your ear. When the light starts flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. It's the prize I envision, nature of the beast, no collision, in the cage, when you visit it, get to leave, in the distance and it's sacred. Set your expectations, hope you made your reservations, till I land and you face it, what you tasting. Advertise and displayed it. Not a heart that you made it. It's an art when I draw you.